Mr. Chris. He would see you now.
Oh, great. Mr. Hernandez? Christopher. I am so glad to see you.
Miss Jane, Mr. Joe will be right out with you. Oh. Wonderful.
So, tell me about the exhibition. Miss Jane?
Mr. Joe.
Mind if I sit right next to you?
Oh please, I will be more than happy.
So, tell me about this new program you speak of. I finally would like to display my art for people to see. The exhibition will be a display of all my artworks, and also the sales of the artworks.
The program is called HIXA. HIXA allows you to share data with people that are miles away from you. The best part, you don't need internet connection to send data.
I am more than interested in it. Please tell me more. Great! But what about the people that will be at the convention? Exactly. This is where you come in. I need your connections. I need you to make the right calls for me. Okay, I will make the calls. But I need your word on seeing this through. I will. Definitely. Chris, you back out of things at the last minute. I am telling you. I am not backing out of this one. You have my word. And I will hold on to it. Great, I better get going. Thanks, my friend. Anytime. Wow! I must say, Jane, you really have a brilliant mind.
Thank you, sir.
Well, HIXA is a go. I would like to see all your prototypes on it.
Definitely. Thank you. I appreciate your time.
The pleasure is all mine. That's the elevator.
Right.
After you?
Thanks.
Well, my name is Chris. If you are wondering.
Chris. I know.
Oh, I see.
Actually, the receptionist was pretty loud.
I guess this is the part you tell me your name.
Don't see any reason for that.
I tell you my name? You tell me your name. That's pretty much how it works.
Well, not in my world.
Does that mean nobody knows your name? In this world you speak of.
Oh please.
Come on. You have to loosen up a bit. I ain't gonna bite.
Fine. I am Jane.
Well, you see, that wasn't so bad. Nice to meet you.
I can't say the same about you.
Nevertheless, can I treat you to a cup of coffee?
Well, the coffee line is so cliché. Every guy wants to treat a girl to a cup of coffee. Or whatever it is they come up with, aside coffee.
Come on. Just this one time.
Fine. If you insist.
3 o'clock.
Perfect.
Well, that's our exit. Will I see you? 3 o'clock. At Bilbo's.
Sure. I ain't promising though.
Well, I guess I just need to have a little faith.
You will need it. Brian. Do you copy?
Copy.
We need to rewrite HIXA's base code.
Why? There's actually nothing wrong with the code. I am going through it as we speak, and it seems okay.
Yeah. The code is perfect. We just need to channel it to our servers, this way users can retrieve data easily.
That's genius.
Exactly. So, you deal with that, while I work on the user's interface.
Copy.
Brian. I leave the rest to you. I am heading out.
No problemo.
Brian, I leave the rest to you. I am heading out.
No problemo. So, heading out to meet a guy?
Brian? Don't start. Finish up. I will be back.
One thing, Jane, whoever it is you are meeting with, don't try to chase the person away. I can't be the only friend you have got.
Brian? Get to work. Chris.
This is 4:20. We agreed on 3 o'clock.
Well, better late than never. Can I still join you?
Suit yourself.
Are you not going to talk?
I just don't get it. Why you try to act so tough?
What do you mean? I don't act tough.
Back at the elevator, you gave me a hard time having a simple conversation. Now, you are late. And you don't feel remorseful.
Okay, first. At the elevator, you were a stranger and that's what strangers get. Besides, where's the fun if I make everything easy?
Fine. I get the fact I was a stranger. But truth is you will chase people away with such attitude.
Well, you are still here. Clearly, I wasn't tough enough. I should also apologize for my tardiness.
It is all good, Jane. I must tell you, I am glad you accepted.
Well, you asked. And I could really use some coffee right now.
Well, turns out that coffee line wasn't so bad after all.
Oh, please.
So, Jane, tell me something about you.
Is that why I came all the way out here? To talk about myself. I was in the middle of something important. I managed to show up, and this is what you come up with.
Jane, this is just a simple conversation. What do you expect me to talk about if we don't have a common ground? I also had something important I was doing, but I had to make time for other things in my life.
Well, not as important as mine.
You need to loosen up, Jane.
We clearly don't have anything in common. So, don't even bother trying. This is a complete waste of time. And time I don't have.
What do you have me say to you? You clearly always try to chase people away. Jane, you need to loosen up. You don't want people to get to know you. You rather prefer not to try new things? Aside your daily boring routines, you came all the way here. Clearly you also feel the fact you have to try something new.
You can't say that. You don't get to choose how I live my life. Why do I need to change because of you?
Fine. Forget it. Enjoy your nice life.
I will. And guess what? You don't get to be a part of it.
Everybody needs people, Jane, and no matter how you try to run from it, you will definitely realize and hopefully not regret, because it might be too late.
I will. And guess what? You don't get to be a part of it.
Everybody needs people, Jane, and no matter how you try to run from it, you will definitely realize and hopefully not regret, because it might be too late.
What?
Jane?
Mr. Joe. Please pardon my response. I didn't know it was you calling.
Oh, never mind about that. I have gone through Hicks's prototypes and I love it. I want Hixa to be launched this weekend. So, I am giving you the opportunity to launch it in your own style.
Wow. Thank you so much. I won't disappoint.
I trust you won't. Hey, people, let's code quick. I need to be in the white room now. Lizzie, thank God. You are here. The white room should be ready any minute.
Perfect. I will just stick around.
Mr. Brian? We are all done. Finally. Please tell Lizzie to join me there. Perfect! Jane?
Brian. Guess what?
You are engaged.
Actually, Hixa will be launched this weekend.
Wow! This is absolute good news. And I am currently in the white room, working on the game movements.
That's perfect, Brian.
And Jane? You have not been to the office for days? Whenever I call you always say you are fine. Jane? Please, I need you to talk to me.
Brian, I am the boss. I show up when I want. But... Brian? Do you think I am tough? Do I chase people away?
Jane. First should know, there's nothing wrong with you. But you need to give people a chance to get to know you. Well, truth is, it doesn't mean everyone fits to be in your life. But how would you know the ones that are to fit, without trying to give people a chance? You need people in your life, Jane? Definitely aside me.
Thanks, Brian. I think I know what to do now, and where to start from. You are the best.
And always will be. Bye, Jane. Lizzie, okay, this is simple. I need you to sprawl with me. Make realistic aggressive emotions. The sensors in the room will do the rest.
Copy.
In 3, 2, 1, now. I actually don't find anything interesting about this movie. Oh, come on. All you need to do is be patient. You don't just judge a movie from the start. Although, you can't deny the fact some movies can be judged right from the start. Well, I agree. Nevertheless, we are watching this one. Fine. Is that yours? Nope. Oh, it is mine. The person will have to call again.
Please, please, please pick up.
Hello.
Oh. Thank God. Hi, Chris. This is Jane.
Jane? There's no way I am having this conversation. But how would you know the ones that are to fit, without trying to give people a chance? Is that the same Jane you spoke to me about? Yeah, and they don't have time for her shadiness. Look, Chris. She called for a reason. I feel you should hear her out. Samir, she is difficult to talk with. Chris. You need to understand it is not her fault. Fine, she decides her life. But she actually called because she would like to change. And you pushing her out now is just making things worse for her. You need to talk to her, Chris. She pushes people away doesn't mean you should do the same. Fine. But I ain't calling her back. If she really means to change, she would call again. This movie was perfect. Well, it had its flaws, but I liked it. I hated it. Chris. I better get going before it is too late. Alright, I will see you out. Thanks for your company, Samir, I appreciate it. Aside that boring movie you made me watch, there's nothing wrong with the movie. You just didn't want to develop interest. Fine. Good night, Samir. Good night, Chris. And oh, Jane will call again. Trust me. Well, I don't count on it. Just have a little faith, my friend. Take that. Yes! No! Jane?
Please, Chris, don't hang up. I won't take much of your time.
First, how did you get my number?
Well, I have my ways. Good day. Please, I need the visitor's log. Give me a moment, while I get it for you.
Oh, I see.
Please, Chris, I can't make up for things over the phone. I would like to make it up to you. I would be glad if you can meet me at the park, tomorrow.
I guess I can make it.
Perfect. Same time you chose for coffee.
Copy.
See you, Chris. Bye.
Jane?
Chris. You made it.
First, let me apologize. I was late.
It is fine, I am just glad you were here. Chris. I am really sorry. I never should have treated you the way I did. I want to give us another try. I want to know all about you.
Jane. I am also willing to give it another try. But Jane? You can be right about us not having anything in common. But the fun part of meeting people is that you get to know different things they have interest in. Some you might hate, some you will be willing to try. That's just another way of exploring the world.
I have always wanted to give it a try. Give people a chance. But truth is, I was always so scared of how things will be like outside my world, my comfort zone. I was scared, Chris. Very scared.
Jane? It is okay to be scared. There are good people, there are bad people. There are people that will love you, and there are people that will hate you. That's just the balance. And Jane? If it makes you feel any better, I am here for you. It will be just us, against the world.
I would really love that.
Wow. The park is awkwardly empty today.
Well, let's enjoy it while we can. We often don't get enough of nature's peace and quiet. So, Chris, I would like to know about you.
Okay. I am an artist. Always have been since I was a kid. The first thing I painted was a face having different colors on it. Truth is, sometimes I feel I am losing art. Like I am losing myself, always backing out at the last minute. People don't see art as they should anymore. I want to ask you, when I told you about my first painting, the face with different colors, what could you imagine?
A face with just a bunch of colors on it.
Yeah, but what's the message?
Now, I am lost.
You see, this is what people are missing about art. They don't try to get the message anymore. A painting should mean 1,000 words, but these days all people see is just a painting. A face with a bunch of colors on it could mean anything. But to me, the face is the person and the colors on it are the different personalities the person exhibit. A painting should send a message. But it doesn't anymore.
And why do you think it is like that?
Technology, of course.
What? What does tech have to do with it? In my own opinion, gentlemen, it has helped it.
Okay, you are acting pretty worked up about it.
Yeah. Since you mentioned technology, I am a programmer, Chris.
No shit.
Yes, shit. Now tell me why you think technology has rendered art no meaning.
Okay. Think about it. Let's take it back to the early 20s and 30s. People communicated with art. They told stories, beautiful stories with art. A drawing, or a painting, can sometimes be even priceless. But now, with the introduction of so many technological advancements, right from the softwares they create for art, art is becoming a mere image, and creativity goes beyond mere looks. Artists are also losing it. They don't draw to pass a message no more. Some just pick a software and create art that I can't classify has been authentic.
I disagree with you, Chris. The issue here is that you don't want to evolve.
Evolve? Jane, don't get me wrong. I am not against technology. All I am saying is before they make softwares for art, they should think beyond just the art people can create, but also the messages it can pass. The images are getting cliché and people are losing interest. I mean, people just stare at an art and be like, oh wow. Then nothing else. but with a message to it. People would love to stick around and ponder about what this art is all about. Art has turned to just mere looks. And creativity goes beyond just the looks.
Well, I agree and at the same time disagree.
What does that even mean?
As a programmer, all we do is try to make things easy for the future. I have designed tons of softwares and with the aim of making things efficient, not to make it lose its worth.
But you are kind of making it lose its worth, without knowing.
Chris, the world is evolving at a very fast pace, and people want results. They want things done. So pardon the fact, people are not sticking around to get the message. There is just no time for that.
Wow. For someone who chases people away. Seems to understand the world, and people.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Forget I said that. But Jane, all I am saying is there should be a way art can still make meaning, in this world of technology.
Well, I guess we have to stick around, and see. That reminds me. Why were you at the company the other day we met, at the elevator?
Oh, I am having an exhibition, so I needed the help of a friend, to get me some connections. I could ask the same about you. Why were you at the company?
I was working on a program, which now will be launched this weekend. And I am in charge of coming up with a perfect location, and theme for the launch. Oh. Now that you mention it, your exhibition. Where is it going to be?
At a convention booth. Why?
Chris. I just got an idea. It is time for technology and art to team up.
Well, I am lost. But let's do this.
Perfect. Let's go over to my place.
Wait, your place. Now. Well, that's something I could get used to.
Chris, don't even go there.
What? I am just saying.
Oh please, like I don't know what you mean.
I wasn't insinuating anything.
You are seriously quite the character. So, before we go over to my place, let's just hang out a little more.
Works for me. So I gotta ask. Am I your type?
Well, you see. Welcome to my home. Well, make yourself comfortable.
Oh, thanks.
I will be back in just a moment. And we have a lot to do.
Oh. We do. Do you mean, like do? Or just do?
Chris. You really are something. Chris.
Whoa, wow.
What?
Nothing at all.
Would you like a soda?
I am fine.
All right. So, Chris. We are going to work on the exhibition night, and also come up with a program that allows people to understand art better. We would be launching Hixa and also launch the new art program we are about to make.
Sounds like fun.
Yes. But time is against us. We need to finish day's work in hours. So let's get to work?
Yeah, but first, let's talk about this idea you came up with.
Okay, we need people to pay attention to the messages of art, not just the looks. Right?
Right.
So, I think the best way to do this is making a game.
A game?
Yeah. A game.
Art is no game, Jane.
The game is just the attention drawer. But the real fun begins when they start playing the game. People love games. They love to be tested and challenged. And when people get tested, they can go extra miles trying to understand and find out answers. Imagine someone playing a game and in order to pass a particular level, you have to solve the message an art entails. Or, in order to understand a level, you have to interpret the instructions through art. This way, majority of the people will try to get more conversant with art around them, because the need to understand art is now a thing. And with time, people get to discuss and talk about how to read a message a particular art entails. People start making tutorial videos on how to read the messages of art in the game. And people start watching, because they need to pass a level. Like I said, game is just attention drawer. We develop more softwares aside games to keep making art a daily routine.
What if people don't like the game?
Well, we leave the millions of users to decide that. We just need to play our role. Create a very mind-blowing game.
Well, this is worth trying.
You in?
Yeah!
Follow me.
I must say, Jane, you look really hot. Especially when you get so serious. So, about this game, where do I come in?
Chris. Just so you know, I think the same about you. So, it is simple. I program the game, then the places that require art, that's where you come in. You tell me different arts I can embed in the game along with the right messages. All I just need to do is code.
Perfect! Let's get cracking.
We are done, we just need to leave it to keep processing.
Thank God. I am losing it already. I need some rest. I better head home.
No, Chris. It is the middle of the night. You can stay, then first thing tomorrow you leave.
All right. I will take the couch. Jane? Thanks for letting me spend a night.
You are leaving, already?
Yeah, and today's the exhibition.
Oh. That's right.
I will see you at the exhibition.
Yeah. See you there. Christopher.
Hello, Mrs. Hernandez. I hope art is making meaning to you.
Oh yes, Christopher, it is. I am actually inspired.
I don't see Mr. Hernandez anywhere.
Oh yeah, he sends his apologies. Something came up at the last minute.
It is all good. But I guess I actually saw this through and not him.
Oh, Christopher, you are excellent.
Please, enjoy the exhibition. Nice seeing you, Mrs. Hernandez.
I will. Nice to see you too.
Jane? You look absolutely elegant.
Thank you.
I guess it is the time for the big speech. Everyone's waiting.
I guess I am so nervous, Chris.
Well, you got this.
You got this? That's the best line you can come up with.
Actually, that's the only line I can come up with. The Jane I know actually got this. So, you got this.
Thanks. First, I would like to say thank you to everyone here today. You all are so amazing. We are here for two historic reasons: technology and art. Art has been before technology. Right from the cavemen, they communicated with drawing signs on cave walls. As time went on, technology came into existence, and the earliest existence of art began to fade. But tonight, I would like to tell you, art was never lost. Art has always been in our hearts. It takes beautiful minds like Mr. Chris to make people appreciate what they feel was lost. And he didn't only bring out the true meaning of art, but also helped someone who was once lost find true meaning in the matters of the heart. I never needed anybody Thought I had everything. I had my best friend, Brian. I had my career. But deep down I was lost, didn't have people to make memories with. Even my best friend Brian didn't just have me to make memories with. He connected with people. Until I got in an elevator with Chris. Made me realize, you can create not just memories, but also explore the world by meeting people. Well, enough about me. Tonight. Art and technology unite to bring back the history, and at the same time make our world efficient. I would like to introduce to you tonight, Hicks in our newly developed game, 1,000 Words. For short, ATW. Prototypes are displayed across all booths. The future of art and technology starts right here. This is where I end my speech. You have a wonderful evening.
That was a wonderful speech, Jane.
Well, hope they got the message. Whoa, there's a lot of people here, I want to meet all of them.
No, Jane, that's not how it works. In a place like this, you wait for people you know to introduce you to people they know. And if you need to meet new people, start by complimenting, introduce yourself and talk about things, interests.
This is such a drag. Oh. Have you met Brian?
Yeah, he's a great guy. Came up to me and was like, "Hey dude, don't mess it up." Do you want to maybe go somewhere else?
Well, I am up for any adventure. What? Why are you just staring at me and not eating?
Jane, I want to always make memories with you.
And together, we shall explore the world.
To us.
To us. And that's how I met your grandfather. I wish I met Granddad.